Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I got a question from a subscriber, and he asks, are white women jealous of black women? He wanted to know, I thought white women were jealous of black women as far as their, just them as women, their, the way they carry themselves, the way they look. And, this is pretty, it should be obvious by now, White women have always had a certain level of jealousy about black women. And I saw this when I was growing up with my mother, because I remember being a kid growing up in South Carolina on the coast. We used to go to the state park every summer, and we used to go to a water park every summer as well. And my mom used to hang around white people that were either rich or well off. And I used to hear some of the comments they used to make. They used to say stuff like, "Oh, you have such a wonderful family," and then they used to get started with my mom saying, "Oh, you have nice skin. I like your hair. I like your nails. I like your figure." I used to go on and on. And this used to happen all the time. And then we used to go to like the grocery stores like Food Lion, and random white women used to always walk up to her and make comments about her and make comments about us as well. And I mean, I was so young, I really didn't understand what was really going on at the time until I got older. And my mom, as I got older, I think I was about 17, 18, and my mom told me that, that basically, she said indirectly in so many words that a lot of white women are kind of jealous of black women. And another reason why a lot of white women are jealous of black women, because white women know that white men like fucking with black women. And this is why you see a lot of white women, they got big asses now. If they can't do it naturally, they'll just go get plastic surgery, because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of physical work in the gym, and it takes time to get physically fit. So if they'll just go get plastic surgery if they don't have the time. This is why you see a lot of women that look like the Kardashians that's out here. They got lips big, ass big, tits big. Then they go to tanning salons, and some of them stay on the beach. But a lot of Caucasians can't stay on the beach too long, but so long, because they'll get skin cancer. So you see a lot of this, and plus you got some white women, well, even some Caucasians around the world, they're taking pills now. So, because to get their skin to be more darker, they're taking pills. As a matter of fact, there's this lady in Australia that took some pills to make her skin much darker, and she looked a hot mess. She looked like a goddamn fool, because it doesn't look natural. I think you might know what I'm talking about. She looked like a goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? They showed a before and after picture of her. She looked a hot mess. So this is why a lot of white women doing this, because they secretly hate the fact that white guys are interested in black women. So they trying to figure out what's so good about black women, why white guys are so attracted to them, why white guys want to fuck them. So that's why they get big ass and big tits and big lips, and they tan their skin and pop pills and all that shit. because a lot of white women don't like the fact that white guys like fucking with black women. Sometimes, most of the time, it's on the low. Most of the time, it's somebody at the job he's fucking with, or maybe somebody he might be vacationing with, or he might just go on an annual vacation. He might go to the islands, or or it might be a neighbor, or might be somebody in his local town or city that he might have a relationship with. But white women know this, and they can't stand it. And you would never know it, because white women more than likely are not going to say it within a social environment, and they probably wouldn't say it on camera as well. So that's where a lot of the jealousy and envy comes from. And because white women, another thing a lot of white women know, they don't last that long. They hit a wall. They don't age very well. See, black women have a pretty much proven track record of aging pretty well. Not all, but the majority, I would say. So see, the average white woman, once they hit mid-30s, it's downhill for them. It's just not in their DNA. They age well. It is what it is. So that's why you see a lot of white women when they get out of college or hit like 25, 26, 28, they trying to settle down and get out of that damn club, and have a family and shit, because they know once they hit them 30s, shit, it's downhill from there. And they know, see, black women tend to last longer. I mean, I know black women today, some of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, worldwide, at 40, 50, 60 years old sometimes. You know what I mean? But white women ain't got it like that. They don't have it in their DNA. They don't have it in their genetics. So that's where a lot of the jealousy and envy comes from. Now, even though white women might have a better position within society as far as economics are concerned, or socially, or maybe they have I think a lot of white women have probably the best PR in the world, especially if she had blonde hair and blue eyes. But that looks only lasts but so long. And she knows this. And every white woman would probably be hard pressed to disagree with what I'm saying. They might not like it here coming from me, but that's just the reality. They don't age very well. Now, have I ever seen a 50-year-old white woman that's very attractive? Of course. But that's not the norm. That doesn't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on that 50-year-old white woman that's very attractive. She probably took care of herself, and she probably lived a much better lifestyle than the average white woman in society. So that's where a lot of the jealousy and envy comes from. It is what it is. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com, and subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to my Players Club. Don't treat yourself. So if you got questions, I got answers. Until next time, I'm out.